Stock number 11 on the Castrol GTX Cup Series brings us to Auto Club Speedway in Fontana, California, aka California Speedway. As we're here today for the running of the Auto Club 400, as we are set for 38 laps of action on this 2-mile D-shaped racetrack here. We're still into some high-speed racing here today. We saw a great finish at the last race in the tour at Talladega Super Speedway, where he had a crash on the last lap of the race. And ending up with Matt Haas taking the win in that race. And let's see what happens here today on this 2-mile racetrack. On the pole for today's event, it is Zachary Fitzwater. His pole speed 190 miles per hour, almost 191 miles an hour, as a matter of fact. He's in the Napa Auto Parts Chevy, car number 9. He'll be alongside Kyle Matthews in 42, the Coors Light Pontiac. Row 2 has car 15, Ryan George in the Motorcraft in the Quality Care Ford. He'll be alongside car number 00, Kev Scheer, the Energy Machine Toyota. Next row down is Levi McIntyre in car 99, the Aflac Ford, and K Love Ford, car number 98 of Seth Cole. Both of them carry in-car cameras today. And our third in-car camera rides inside this car. Joshua Osborne in number 78, the Bass Pro Shops Tracker Boats Chevy, or Bass Pro Shops Tracker Boats Toyota. He'll be alongside Benjamin Miles in car number 21, the Quick Lane Motorcraft Ford. Next row down is Dylan Poteet in 22 and Rob Evans in number 8. The next row after that will be car number 5. It is Jay Jefferson, the Kellogg's Cornflakes Chevy. And 25, Phil Parker. He won at Darlington this season, the UAW Delphi Chevy. Next row down, Shane Lake in number 30, the Gumout Pontiac, and he'll be alongside car number 14, Tristan Allen, the Office Depot Chevy. Next row down has Cole Deaver in number 3, the GM Goodrich Chevrolet, car number 3. And he'll be alongside Johnny Garner, racing with a heavy heart here today, because as of the time I'm recording this episode, by the way, he had lost his grandmother, by the way, and he liked to win one. He liked to win one this season in dedication, in memory of her. But Johnny racing in the number 12, I'll tell Mobile One Dodge, is where he's at here today. Hopes to win it for his family members. Next row down has car number 2, Dylan Young in the Miller Lite Dodge. He'll be alongside Nathan Orman in car number 1, a Bass Pro Shops Tracker Boat Chevy. Next one down is car 4, William Brock in the Kodak Foam Chevy, and number 33, Zach Rogers. 3-time winner so far this season. The Skull Bandit Chevy, car number 33. Next row down has the California Crusher, Charles Sanford, the DuPont Chevrolet, car number 24. He'd like to win one in front of his home state fans at Auto Club. We'll see if he can do it today or not. He'll be flanked by Emmanuel Hartnett, $20 General Toyota. Next round, Jackson Haywood in 7, the Exide Barry's Ford, and he'll be alongside car 01, Jesse Turner in the U.S. Army Ford. Or U.S. Army Pontiac. Speaking of Fords, next round has Keith Batts in the Quality Care Services Ford Credit Ford Taurus, car 88. He'll be alongside Mike Becker in car 43, the SDP Pontiac, the Daytona 500 champion. Next round is Carson Gum in 19, the Dodge Dealers Dodge, and car number 26, it is the Irwin Tools Ford of Zach Winkle. Next round has Ryan Brommer of Valvoline Ford, car number 6, and beside him will be car 89, Quentin Moore in the Racing for Jesus Chevrolet Dodge. He won a season at Atlanta. Next round is Cat Betson 28 and 16, Paul Minnick. Next round after that would be car number 18, Matt Haas. He won at Talladega this season, the Interstate Barriers Pontiac. And Mitchell Collington, the FedEx Ground Toyota, car number 11. Next round, James Henry, number 31, the Senior Waller Chevy, and number 71, Jeremy Diaz in the Realtree Chevy. Then it's Michael Whitman in 48, the Lowe's Chevrolet, car number 48, and beside him will be Matthew Logan in 32, the Tide Pontiac. And starting shotgun will be car number 40, Sky Cummins in the Coors Light Dodge, and Daniel Bouchard in the Industry Machine Toyota, car 55. Fans on their feet here today for racing here at Auto Club Speedway. Here comes command of fire the engines for the Auto Club 400.
Drivers, start those engines!
Again, our in-car cameras today will be carried by Seth Cole, Levi McIntyre, and Joshua Osborne. Thus, we're going to be carrying our in-car cameras in today's event at Auto Club Speedway. We have an all General Motors front row in today's event, a Ford and a Chevy and a Pontiac on the front row for this event. Then a Ford and a Toyota in row 2, and then you got a Ford in rows in positions 5 and 6. That's row 3. 190 miles per hour, the pole speed for this event, 190.961 to be exact, set by this man, Zachary Fitzwater. Pole speed of almost 191 miles per hour. And as the draft laps are going to be very, very fast here at Auto Club Speedway. This track, a sister track to Michigan Speedway, we'll be heading to a little bit later on in the season for the Miller Lite 400 for the first of 2 stops over there. Except unlike Michigan, where the banking in turns is 18 degrees in the turns and 12 in the tri-oval. Well, this one here is 14 degrees in the turns and 12 in the tri-oval as well here at Auto Club. Pace car looks off on the pit road. Green flag is out, and the Auto Club 400 is on. And like Michigan, this track is also very, very wide. We'll see three wide, sometimes 4 wide racing on this track. And Levi McIntyre not wasting any time at number 99 cars. You're riding on board with him right now. And there's Joshua Osborne's view right there, number 78. Off the 4th turn they come here. See how fast they hit the first stretch here. As you see the first lap being led by car number 9, Zachary Fitzwater. Osborne 210 miles on the track into turn number 1. And there's Levi McIntyre too, as he goes on the backstretch here. Falling behind Fitzwater, I'll bet you 200 miles an hour in turn number 1. Yeah, oh yeah, turn 3, 203 in the turn 3. And down about 164 in the middle of 3 and 4. Front 4 have pulled away at this moment here. Fitzwater leads the second lap. 189.909 the second lap of this race here. And in fact, our in-car camera cars all topped 190. Already, Seth Cole at 190.4, 190.9 for Osborne, 190.7 for Levi McIntyre. Jay Jefferson rides 5th, Cole Deaver 6th, 7th position right now belonging to Ryan George. Poteet's 8th, Charles Sanford 9th, and 10th, battling for 10th is William Brock and Shane Lake. Now Lake goes up the track. Here comes Benjamin Miles to the low side. He's now up to 11th position as William Brock keeps the 10th position. And as they go into turn number 1, Tristan Allen moving his way through the field at number 14, Office Depot Mobile 1 Chevy. In the meantime, Kyle Matthews are outside poles there. He is dropping way, way back. Matthews involved in that last lap crash we saw at Talladega in the Winston 500. Still finished 20th in that race, so however, but I mean, could have been a whole lot worse, obviously, for him. He has a 2-time winner this season so far. He won at Rockingham, and he also won at Martinsville. Meantime, battle for second place there. Osborne versus McIntyre. Kentucky versus Ohio going at it here. McIntyre to the high side of the track. He takes position away, but Osborne fights back on the low side of the track. He's got the preferred groove off the 4th turn. He's also got the draft from Seth Cole, number 98. On board with Seth Cole in car number 98 is the Osborne now. Trying to take a look on Zachary Fitzwater. He looks to the low side for the lead. Down to the low side he goes. Osborne will take the number 1 spot away from Fitzwater. Osborne with the first lead change for the day, but here comes Seth Cole to the low side. You're riding with him. As it all happens, and Seth Cole tries to take the lead from Osborne as they'll drag us down the backstretch. Toyota on the high side, Ford to the low side. In fact, the pair of Fords to the low side. Here, Seth Cole versus Levi McIntyre. One driver runs the Duracell Cup Series, and the other driver runs the Marvel Studios Cup Series. And 2 different individuals, without question, 2. Well, actually, 3 different individuals. Osborne kind of different from those 2 as well. And not in a negative sense neither, more like a positive sense to some extent. Well, you know what I mean. Anyway, Seth Cole does take second place away. McIntyre keeps third. Here comes Jefferson to the low side of Fitzwater. There he is. Jay Jefferson, number 5, of the 4th position, but Fitzwater fights back. Ryan George hooks up with him. Now here comes Poteet, 22. And he's going to bring Charles Samper, or tries to bring Charles Samper with him as they get to the low side of the track. And now battle for the lead. Seth Cole to the low side of Osborne. He's got the lead for about a half a car length going into turn number 1. Dips down and he has the lead. So Seth Cole takes the Caleb Ford up to the number 1 spot now, but Osborne tries to muster enough speed on the outside of the track. See if he can do a slip screen on the backstretch, but that doesn't work. And here he comes into turn number 3. In the meantime, Jefferson fights back on the outside of fights to the outside of McIntyre. Osborne to the low side here. He goes trying to take the lead back from Seth Cole. With some great racing already here in the first lap here at Auto Club Speedway. Toyota in first, Ford's second and third position, Chevrolet in fourth, and Chevrolet in fifth. Battle for 6th place between Ryan George and Dylan Poteet and William Brock. That's Poteet in 22, George in 15, and Brock in number 4. Kev Shear right behind, Keith Batson right behind, as he tries to get by Charles Samper in 24 and Cole Deaver in number 3. Trying to find who to draft off of. That's the trick here at Auto Club Speedway, at least in this series at least. We talked a lot about drafting, and you saw a lot of drafting take place at Talladega, the last race in the tour. Auto Club was about the same thing. Drafting is important on a track like this too, as opposed to if you ran by yourself. And that's why you're seeing those laps at over 190 miles per hour. There's Cole Deaver up to running right now in 9th position. Sure, he's picked up a couple of spots on the way though. We'll see where he's clocked at this time by. Osborne keeps the lead for the moment in car number 78. Deaver looks low on Ryan George. That's for 8th place. And he's got it, so he now falls behind the 4 of William Brock as he tries to get a draft off the Kodak Film Chevy. And he's going to bring the number 00, Kev Shear, with him. So George drops to 9th. Shear runs 10th. Batson's 11th. Sanford running 12th. 13th is Benjamin Miles. Tristan Allen matches his car number in 14th. 15th right now is Jackson Haywood. Phil Parker 16th, 17th Kyle Matthews, 18th Dylan Young. Now Matthews looks low side of the car of Phil Parker. That's for position. That's for 16th. and may grab a couple more spots here, but Jackson Haywood shuts the door on Matthews as they come off the second turn. Trying to shake off that 2 of Dylan Young and number 2 Miller Lite Dodge. The car was a Ford last year. That's why I almost said Ford. I didn't say the car was a Ford last season. Is what I mean to say. Meantime, Phil Parker way down low on Jackson Haywood. That's for position. That is for 14th position. Meantime, Charles Sanford, 24. He looks on Keith Batson. And see if they can go 3 wide. Shear backs off, but Stanford does the same thing too. Does the wise choice. See if we can try to get Stanford another part of the course. See if we can try to get Batson another part of the course here as they come off the 4th turn. A pair of quality care Fords battle it out there to 88 and 15. Thunderbird versus Taurus. And move Keith Batson up to the 10th position now in number 88. Sanford 11th, Shear running 12th. Back to the leaders. Osborne still leads the race here. There's 2nd position, Seth Cole. 3rd still McIntyre. 4th still Jefferson. 5th is still Fitzwater. Then Poteet still 6th. Then Brock, Deaver, George, and Batson the top 10. Taking a little further back through the field, Shane Lake running 20th, 19th position. 20th is Carson Gum. Zach Rush is trying to take 20th away. Mike Becker and Quentin Moore side by side, 43 and 89 cars. Rob Evans running in the 23rd position. Let's see where Rob Evans is running. Here comes Evans to the low side of Becker, 3 wide. Evans clocked 24th the last time by, so he goes into turn 1. He'll pick up 2 more spots. So Evans at the 22nd position. Now he looks to the low side of the 30th, Shane Lake in the Gum Out Pontiac. Whoa! Becker gets a good run. He almost gave the bumper to the 88 car, or to the 8 car, excuse me. So Evans at the 22nd, Becker 23rd, Cat Batson 24th, Zach Winkle 25th, 26th is Jesse Turner, 27th is Mitchell Collins, 28th is Quentin Moore, Johnny Gardner 29th, or trying for 29th, as he tries to get by both Nathan Ormond and the 16 car of Paul Minnick. Gardner, again, as we mentioned, driving with a heavy heart here at Auto Club Speedway, because, like I said, as of this episode I'm recording, Gardner tragically lost his grandmother, and he, like I said, he'd like to get a win this season in dedication to her. Obviously, he's got a long way to do, got a long way to go if he hopes to do so at Auto Club. But you know his family and his friends are right there. Have got his back, obviously. He runs 29th. Orman's running 30th. 31st is Minnick. 32nd is Haas, and Hartnett's 33rd. And there's the rest of the running order as they are right now. As Sky Cummins, unfortunately for him, anchor in the back in 40th position. Meantime, back up front, it is still Joshua Osborne showing the way. Seth Cole, 2nd place. And here comes Seth for the lead. Seth Cole's got the roof cam on his Ford, but he's also got the rear bumper cam as well. Seth Cole taking the number one spot now. Down Jay Jefferson in the number 5 Kills Cornflake Chevy looks slow. That's for second place. Osborne's in the draft off of Seth Cole though, and keeps the spot. And here comes Joshua for second for the lead, and Seth says, "No way, that's my spot." Boys, some great racing we're having at Auto Club Speedways without question here. As Osborne takes the lead back from Seth Cole. He lets Seth lead a couple of laps. Now Seth tries to fight back on the outside of the track. Meantime, 3 wide for third is McIntyre, Fitzwater, and Jefferson. It's going to be close between those three drivers. Jefferson, a former winner here at Auto Club himself, by the way. Pretty sure he won this race last season. I'm pretty sure. Actually, last season it was Dollarton who won this race last season. Jefferson won it last season before that. And Jefferson keeps the number. Now loses a few positions. McIntyre up to third. Caution free so far after 23 laps. They're averaging almost 190 miles an hour, 189.9 to be exact. Inside Levi McIntyre's car number 99. With him dragged off his buddy Seth Cole as he pulls ahead of Jay Jefferson in number 5 car. McIntyre stays third. And here comes 98. Seth Cole to the low side of the track there. That's for the lead. Boys, some great racing happening here at Auto Club Speedway. Seth Cole leads. Joshua Osborne second. Third spot right now belonging to Levi McIntyre. Osborne back low on the track. He's going to go for the lead again. He's got it. Well, the question is there, if they keep this up there, who's going to be the man who's going to be the man that makes this move at the right time? That's going to be the question here. Seth has the lead by about 3/4 of a car going into the third turn there, but Osborne fights back to the low side of the track. Seth pulls ahead to the high side. Osborne goes back to the low side. They're going to be side by side off the 4th turn. And I think Joshua's going to lead this lap. Yes, he will. That was close. I thought I was going to call that one too soon. But now McIntyre says, thanks for holding the line up, keeping that line open for me, Seth, and he'll move low on the track now. And meantime, Poti says, I want it on his phone, and he's going to go low for 3rd spot. Three wide for 3rd place. And Poteet's going to take it off the 4th turn. He's going that's good here. Poteet up the 3rd. But McIntyre says, I want that spot back. And he looks high. He is on the high side of the track now. And meantime, Fitzwater wants it on the phone too, along with Jefferson. Ryan George watching all this in the 15 car, so it's Batson, Sanford, and Shear, and here they come to the low side. Jefferson looks low from the track now, but can't go anywhere now. Here to come off the 4th turn, and that's letting Osborne and Seth Cole just pull away. And oh yeah, the All-Star race is two races from now at Charlotte. One's automatically qualified by virtue of being the season champ, by virtue of being a 3-time champion. The other isn't. And that one not qualified is Seth Cullen. He'd like to win. He'd like to win here at Auto Club to qualify for the All-Star race, without having to try to qualify his way in via the Winston Open. And the qualifying the All-Star race by the Winston Open is the fact that he can qualify, if he can finish top 5 in the Winston Open. If he can finish top 5 there, then he will win. Then he will make his way. Then he will qualify for the All-Star race. And 3 of those drivers can qualify in the Winston All-Star race by winning this race, and that 3 being Seth Cole, Jay Jefferson, and Levi McIntyre. Osborne and Poteet are both past season champions, so they are automatically qualified. On board, Seth Cole's car. He's closes up on Osborne right now as they come out the 4th turn. It was 0.2 of a second last time by for the lead. Let's see what it is this time by. It is now 0.12 of a second, so it's close. 6 laps to go. Jay Jefferson holds the fast on the race so far at 192.164 miles an hour. And there it is from Joshua Osborne's view as he comes off the 420. He sees nothing ahead of him at the moment. Last lap speed for Osborne, 188.561 miles an hour. Poteet's 3rd, McIntyre 4th, and Keith Batson up to 5th. Here comes Poteet. Low side on this by Seth Cole. They're going to make a 3 wide for the lead here. Oh, and Osborne pulled ahead for the moment. He got quite. He thought Florida Throttle would stay ahead, and he did for the moment. But here comes Seth Cole to the low side for the lead. Side by side into turn number 1. Cole out in, Seth Cole out in front. Poteet and Osborne, battle between Kentuckians going at it here. Osborne from southeastern Kentucky, Poteet from western Kentucky. And there comes McIntyre to the high side of the track. He's got Batson shoving him off the 4th turn, and they come. Now they're 2 by 2, 2 rows deep. Here comes Jefferson for 3rd spot, for 3 wide. 3 to go. Seth Cole out in front, car 98. And there's still 3 wide between the 522 and 78. Chevy on the low side, Pontiac in the middle, Toyota on the high side. Osborne keeps 2nd. And now they're 4 wide into turn 3. Here comes Kev Shear. He and Fitzwater touch as they come through the 3rd and 4th turns. How those 2 did not wreck, I'll never know. 2 to go. And now Batson drops back, so does McIntyre. Here they come down the backstretch. Does Osborne have anything for Seth Cole? To try to wrestle the lead back. Jefferson could be the wild card in all this. Off turn 4 to come. It was great when we saw it was great when Dougie Shears won his first race. It was his first race here back in season 2. It was great when Sasha Dawson and Skyland Carlson battled it out in the Sunoco Cup Series when Skyland Carlson won. And Osborne was even involved in the close finish himself in the Sunoco Cup Series, but lost that one. What happens this time? Backstretch. Seth Cole out in front. Here comes Jefferson for second place. That should be it right there. Third and fourth turn as they come here. Osborne tries to make a run on the high side of the track here. He's not going to do it off the fourth turn they come. And the leader of the NNSCRA is going to do it. Seth Cole wins the Auto Club 400. What a great race that was at Auto Club Speedway. Oh, man. But car number 98, Seth Cole, takes the K-Love Ford the victory lane. In what was a tremendous race, and he is automatically now qualified for the Winston at Charlotte. Average speed, 189.274. Osborne comes home second. Third to Jay Jefferson. Zachary Fitzwater fourth. Fifth will go to Dylan Poteet. Levi McIntyre sixth. Kev Shear seventh. William Brock comes home eighth. Phil Parker comes home ninth. And 10th position will go to Charles Sanford. Wow, what a race that was here between the 78 and 98 cars. They battled pretty much together all the way down to the end. And who says they didn't race their hearts out neither? That is unbelievable. Rest of the finishing order for you here. Keith Batson comes home on 11th. 12th to Kyle Matthews. 13th Dylan Young. 14th Ryan George. Cole Deaver 15th. Then Tristan Allen, Benjamin Miles, Rob Evans, Carson Gunn matches his car number in 19th. And Zach Rogers comes home in 20th position. Rest of the finishing order for you here today looks like this. 21st, Jackson Haywood, Shane Lake 22nd, and Jesse Turner, Zach Winkle, Johnny Gardner comes home 25th. Then it's Nathan Orman, Quentin Moore, Kat Batson, matching her car number in 28th in position. Mitchell Collins 29th, and Matt Haas coming off of that win at Talladega ends up 30th in today's event. Mike Becker, Paul Minnick, Emmanuel Harnett, Ryan Brommer, Michael Whitman, Jeremy Diaz, James Henry, Daniel Bouchard, Matthew Logan, and Sky Cummins the top 40. And Sky Cummins also matched his car number in position-wise, 40th in car number 40. So unfortunately for Sky, 40th is dead last, unfortunately for him. But always another race, as we say, here at Auto Club Speed here in the season. And the next stop on the tour will be the first stop on a road course at Sonoma, California, as we stay in California. The next race on the tour for the Friday Model Light 350K. So be prepared for some twisty, turny road course action, as we will do so here today. Next race on the tour. But congratulations again to Seth Cole, the winner today of the Auto Club 400 at California Speedway. For now, if you like what you see here, be sure to subscribe to the NNSCRA Sports and Gaming channel. We got inner races, gaming videos, whatever, in our offline and online both as well. Whatever the president of the NNSCRA and today's winner of the race here, Seth Cole, desires for this channel. And be sure to check out our other NNSCRA series, including Seth's Duracell Cup Series, Michael Norman's Boas All Pro Series, and on Thrashman 99's channel, the NNSCRA Marvel Studios Cup Series. Be sure to check those series out as well. And all these races are, well, a whole lot better than what I have to offer here in this series. Yeah. I mean, that's to be fair, obviously, too. But you will not regret checking these races out here on the any video out on the NNSCRA Sports and Gaming channel. And of course, occasionally you may have an update from Seth himself too on what he might like to do as far as the future of this channel is concerned. So anyway, that will do it here today for the Auto Club Speedway. Here where Seth Cole is the winner of the wins the Auto Club 400. And for now, this is James Wilson from production of the NNSCRA. Offline racing at its best. We will see you. We will see you at Sonoma.